Peace and love. How are you? It's good to be here with you again today. We're going to do a crystal reading this morning to kind of just see the energies and see what we're working with. I hope you all are doing well. Let's get my incense going on this Easter Sunday or just whenever you come across this video. I want to give thanks. This video is in honor of my grandmother. So let's see. When I was a child, when I was younger, I would have been Easter Sunday. I grew up going to church with my grandmother on the weekends. I spent the weekends with my grandmother, and so church was a must. And so I honor her today with this reading. My grandfather, honor him today with this reading. Let's give thanks. All right, Spirit, what messages do you have for us today? And I'll also be using the Soul Wisdom cards by Nicole Miz. I have a unboxing on my channel if you're interested in watching that. All right. I tend to shuffle a little bit on the longer side on this channel, just with my spiritual practice. It's how I get energy into the cards. It's how I communicate with my cards. And so if you find that I shuffled, if for your taste, you can always skip past it. But let's give thanks, Spirit, for another day of life. Give thanks to the Most High, the creative energies, Mother, Father, Creator, for the blessings of life, the blessings of love, the blessings of purpose. Thank you, ancestors, for your strength and for your courage, for your direction. Continue to lead me in the right way. Angels, for your protection. Thank you, higher self, for your knowledge. And thank you for allowing us to come out this far to the world, being who we are, speaking our truth. We give thanks. Angels, what messages do you have for us? Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective? For those that are watching, thank you so much for being here with me. It means a lot. As I honor you on this day, Grandmother, what messages do you have for us? Thank you. As I honor you today, Grandfather, for your wisdom, both of you for your love. What messages do you have for us today? Messages that can aid in our healing, opening up our hearts, keeping them open, opening up to our truths, being strong in our truths, being strong in our beliefs, and speaking out. How can we work towards healing others, healing ourselves? All right, let's see. Thank you, Spirit. So the ancestors are here with us on the table. They want us to know that we are loved, we are protected. They are watching over us at this time, and we give thanks to them for that energy. Dreams, they're telling us to remember our dreams. For some of us, we get intuitive hits and information on our dreams. We're asked to be aware of those, to look into that information to see how it can aid us on our journeys forward and our healing. But then also they want us to remember our dreams and who we are. Those things that we might have hidden from ourselves. Have compassion with yourself as you work towards your dreams, as you're realizing your dreams. For some of us, we're still in the place where we're realizing how we want to go about bringing those dreams into reality, those dreams to fruition. Spirit wants us to have compassion with ourselves, knowing that things don't happen. They don't happen. If you all heard that, that's my girls. I have 2 cats, and they are frenemies. So I've had them for years, 6 years or so, but they have moments of having their distance and being kind with what, maybe not kind, but acknowledging that the other one is there. But then they also have times where they don't care for each other at all. All right, so healer. This comes out a lot on this channel. Lovers, loving connections, making sure that we are around people who see us fully, appreciate us fully, and that we're loving ourselves. And fertility. So it's time to bring some new things into our lives, new ideas, birthing new creations. Some of us will go into relationships where we might bring about a new life as well. And so healer, this comes up so much. Healing yourself as you're in the process of working towards your vision of healing others? How do you want to spread your loving energy out into the world? How do you want to execute your plan of being a healer? Because this comes out a lot with our readings here. First, we need to focus on healing our hearts. That's where that compassion comes in. Anything from the past, anything from right here and right now, things that you're holding on to, the things that make you feel a certain way about yourself, things that make you hurt, those deep things that you keep hidden on the inside. Spirit is saying, bring those to the surface for healing, all right? For heart healing. We can't truly work towards healing others or radiating our hearts the way we want to when we're holding on to pain in the heart. So we want to work on healing that. And that's our way towards abundance. All right, let's get one of these as well as I'm looking. Some of us have dreams of going into a beautiful partnership here with the Lover's card. The partnership could be a relationship of romantic sense. It could be a loving work partnership. It could be soul friends, all right? But we're yearning for that at this time. And with the world being what it is right now, the state of things, having loving connections around you, loving yourself, of course, the highest. But having those loving connections around you, having those safe spaces in your work environment, in your home life, that's going to help to heal the heart. Okay? All right, Spirit. What do the ancestors want to share with us today? The ancestors also want us to know that they still love us here with the Lover's card. They're still a part of our soul. They are our soul family. So even though we don't see them, even though we don't, see them in the physical, we still should know that they're surrounding us with their love and their compassion. Even at times if we might feel that we are all alone, we're not all alone. And so we're just going to get 2 cards. Let's see what we have. So energy healing, let go and recharge. So let go of things that held you back from the past. Let go of ways of thinking about yourself. And then abundance and money. So moving into a new state of abundance here with the fertility card. Ideas being birthed, things come into fruition. Having trust in yourself with the dreams card. All right. And abundance comes in all different forms, okay? Financial forms, we give thanks for that. But we also pray for that spiritual abundance as well. And then dreams comes up again. The visions in your sleep hold hidden answers. So we want to make sure that we are paying attention at night. If you, of course, you're in your dream state, but with that we are trying to hold on to some of those messages so that when we wake up, we can either write them down or we can try to decipher them because our guides are communicating with us in those quiet moments. And so we want to give thanks. One of the things that I like to do, this is one of the healing oils that I just recently got. A healing oil that you might use. This one has lavender. It has peppermint in it. It has chamomile. But I take this and I put this on my pulse points before I sleep and on my third eye as well. And I ask Spirit to just reveal things to me in my dream state. That's when I talk with my ancestors. That's when I visit with my mother, my grandmother, my grandfather, and so on. And so, they of course communicate to me throughout the day and in the cars and just through feeling in many different ways. But the dream state is when we are relaxed enough to take in those spiritual messages. So we want to utilize that time. All right, light an incense before bed. Purify your bedroom, cleanse your space. I have a video on here about that. Cleanse your bedroom before you go to sleep. If you want to open up that portal, that channel where they can come to you in your dreams, let it be a part of your spiritual practice. Let it be known. Let them know that you are open to having them to come to you in your dream state and make it a open place for them to feel free to do that. Okay. So we have to give them permission as well at times, especially when you're new to spiritual work in this way. It's a two-way street, so you can Give them permission to come into your dreams. Let them know that you're open to it. Let them know that you welcome the messages. You welcome their messages. All right, so loving connections, that's what we're moving towards. That's what we're looking for. That's what life is about. People that see you for who you are, people that you don't have to explain anything to them. They have an understanding and they're okay, okay? So that's what we're looking for in life. People, connections where compassion is on display, right? You're not on edge. You're not nervous. You're not worried. You're not afraid to say things. You're not afraid to be yourself. That's what we're looking for. All right. And if you don't have those loving connections, if you don't have those relationships yet, your ancestors say you have it with them. All right. They're also there to talk to. You can talk with your ancestors, your spiritual team. They're ready to teach you some things here. They're ready to teach you some things here. They have some messages and some wisdom to share with you, some things that can move you forward in your life path and your life work. But Spirit is also saying that you are a healer and that you also are a teacher in whatever way that works for you. All right. However you see it in your dreams, however you want to work towards healing and work towards sharing your love with the world. Spirit is saying it's time to do so and it's time to move in that direction here. Whatever you have in mind with the fertility card and this abundance out here, you will find success in it, right? But you have to be compassionate with yourself because things might not happen exactly the way you want them to, or the speed might not be there the way you want it to be. Because in the spiritual realm, the spiritual world, things do not necessarily move fast, okay? So things are, when we're thinking about the ascension process, things are slowly happening. They're happening daily, but it's a slow transition, a slow process. And so we want to give thanks for that because if things happen fast spiritually, we wouldn't be able to receive the messages. We wouldn't be able to receive the healing from it, and we won't really be able to apply that knowledge into our lives. And so we give thanks for the slow transitions of the spiritual realm and that spiritual wisdom. All right, Spirit, what else do you want us to know? Letting go. So, letting go of preconceived notions, letting go of ideas that you have about yourself is the main thing. Things that you're holding on to from the past, things that you've told yourself that are not true, things that others have told you that aren't true. Rites of passage. So, going through a major spiritual transformation here with the rites of passage and this fertility card, coming out from the other side of things, all right? And then we have the past life. So dealing with past life trauma, past life healing, working on healing energetic frequencies from the ancestral realm, okay? Because we're all here to do that as well. Working on the shadow and moving towards new beginnings. That abundance right here in the middle underneath dreams here in lovers. They can't be more clear. Loving relationships, soulmate relationships, spiritual helpmates. That's what we're looking for in this lifetime. If you're finding that you're not in that spiritual relationship that you want to be in, it's time to make those changes, okay? This card says let go and recharge. I'm just going to throw some stones down. All right. So we have on the dreams card, I was trying to see where did I get this from. This is when I went to Mexico. All right, so we have abundance coming in here. We have actual financial money coming in. So those dreams that you want to work towards, they will bring financial abundance in time. So we want to give thanks for that. Also on the compassion card, making sure that you're caring for your body here. We have the Unikite. That makes me think of Mother Earth, but also with Mother Earth, I think about the body. And so we want to make sure that we're nourishing our body, that we're treating our bodies with love, that we're eating good foods, that we're going for walks, and that we're taking care of the mental, the spiritual, and the physical body, right? And so we want to also honor Mother Earth as well. So we're doing things to care for that energy. We're giving offering if we can. Maybe going to the lakes and having a prayer, going to the rivers and maybe doing a prayer, things like that. Giving thanks to Mother Earth for the abundance that's been provided for us here. The ancestors here with the dice, they say, take a chance, right? Maybe things have taken some time here. We have the 6. Maybe things have taken time, but the 6 also brings about the energy of victory, reciprocal energy with the 6s. So we're giving to them through honoring and remembering and working towards healing some of those past connections. Spirit is saying they're giving to us as well by protection, by guidance, okay, communication. And so we want to give thanks for that as well. The Lover's card, with the amethyst, high level intuition, crown chakra energy, third eye, making sure that we are using our intuition as we move into relationships, that we are in relationships with people that our intuition flows freely. If you're in a connection where things are blocked for you, you don't have an understanding of your purpose, we've talked about this a lot, then there's something wrong with that connection. A loving, open relationship where there's reciprocity and where there's unconditional love, the intuition should flow in those relationships. Somebody needs to speak the truth here with the blue quartz, okay? Speaking the truth in loving relationships, bringing about any type of healing in these relationships, being honest with one another. If it's something that you want to say to somebody, this is the time to do it here on this Lover's card. Things will be reciprocal, all right? It's reciprocal energy. If you feel a truth, then more than likely the person will have an understanding of that truth, and they can share that with you, and you all can work those things out accordingly. Let's see here. Remain grounded with the obsidian here. On the energy healing card. So as you're going through a spiritual transformation with this rites of passage energy, as you're working towards coming into a new vision with these dreams and fertility, Spirit is saying remain grounded, okay? Focusing on the foundation of things, laying that firm foundation. Also, making sure that we're not hiding from the shadow elements of ourselves, right? Making sure that we are acknowledging those elements. That's what comes in here with the Numite, here with the healer. The healer doesn't hide the shadow. The healer acknowledges the shadow. We don't want to work from the shadow, but we want to know that it's there, okay? So you have to have an understanding of those shadow sides, those shadow elements in order to move forward in your spiritual purpose. You can't really be afraid of those things because in essence, it's a part of who you are. It shouldn't be hidden, but it should be brought to the surface to be understood. You have to understand it. Let's see. Let's get one more. All right. Wise ancestors. Your ancestors love and watch over you, okay? So even if you feel like you're kind of moving through, the day on your own. You're moving through, this journey on your own. You're not. You have your elders with you. You have those spiritual elders with you. Spirit is saying be free and joyful. Just enjoy life. All right? Enjoy whatever stage you are in now. Joy going outside and playing, just delighting in the smaller things. This is a beautiful reading. This is a reading that's kind of similar to a lot of the ones we do on this channel. And why is that? Because spiritual energies, like I say, they move slow. And these are things that we are always working on. We're always working on heart healing. We're always working on acknowledging our ancestors and listening to their messages and focusing in and having faith in the spiritual realm. If it's unusual to put a spread down like this and find major changes when we're moving at this particular pace. And so we want to give thanks for that. That's why whenever you see a reading on this channel, I don't do a lot of them because this is the reading for now. This is the energies that we're working with at this time. Why manipulate this or try to make it something different than what it is? This is what this is. It might not be the most exciting energy, but it's the most stable. It's the one that brings the groundedness that's needed for spiritual work and spiritual life, which is not necessarily easy. It can be difficult at times. All right. So we want to remain grounded in that. This is the basics of it, the basic principles of that powerful spiritual living. And so we want to give thanks for that. But yeah. All right. Well, it was a quick reading today. I hope you're doing well on your journey. I'm sending you lots of love and just prayers as we move forward. All right. Peace.